Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jerry from Bigelow Woodcraft. Ignore my dog over there. She's got either a rabbit or a chipmunk pinned underneath a wood pile. She's been out there for days barking at it. There's probably a nest under there. She's not fast enough to get a rabbit or a chipmunk. She's getting old, but she thinks she's really good. Really nice white pine on here today. I can't remember the specs on it now. I literally just measured it. So it's 10 feet 6. I know that. I cut them. 17 and a half inside the bark, 18. All right, and then this side was 20. I'm cutting 3/4 inch by 7 inch boards for a friend of mine. He's building that pole barn. He saw me pick these logs up a couple weeks ago on the trailer. He's building a pole barn, and these are going to be wall coverings. So we decided to go with 3/4 inch because it's just wall coverings instead of 1 inch. We have a stellite band, so most likely he won't have to plane them. In fact, I just put a brand new stellite band on there from Norwood. I'm in love with these. This is probably the only way I'll go. I still have a handful of unused rippers that I've got to use up yet, and I don't know when I'm going to use them. But I'm a big fan of the stellite. So we're all tensioned up. I haven't warmed the mill up, but I did check the gas. But some of you may have watched last week's video. If you didn't, go check it out. But I put the Mikrons setworks, SW350 Pro on here. And this is the very first run I've ever had with it. I've been experimenting with it and playing with it back there, but we're actually going to use it today, the setworks. And I'll take you along with me on how we do it. So without further ado, I'm going to get the mill fired up and we'll go from there, get it get it cut up. And I'm going to give you a good view of the setworks here too as we go. In fact, maybe I'll put a camera right over my shoulder and put you up in the corner or something along the lines of that. If I haven't said, what we're making is 1x7s for him. And it works out really good because we only have about 7 inches in the throat on the sawmill, 7 1/4 approximately. So I'm really happy we're making 1x7s. It's going to be a lot easier. Slabs go this way, lumber goes this way. All right, here's what we have. First, let's turn everything on. Get the setworks on. The button to turn it on is this one right here. SW350 Pro. These are my relays. Forward and back, throttle, on and off, amp meter. All right, so what I need to do is get this thing out of my way first. Bring the mill up. This is the up button, right here. I don't know if you see the numbers with the flicker, shutter speed. Want to get out of this since it's 20 inches here. I'm going to make a 14-inch camp, maybe 14 1/8, and then we'll cut the slabs or the 1x7s or 3/4x7s off of that. All right, here we go, guys. Throttle up. I didn't show you this because I wanted to make sure I was doing it right, but now I'm going to come down 7 inches. I just plugged it in on this side where I'm at now. The next cut has to be 14 3 30 seconds, I think it said. But once I get to making the boards, I'll show you guys what we're doing. love it. This is so accurate. I can see there's no variation. What a game changer. I'm not even thinking, just hitting buttons. Wow. You might want to get one of these. I already know the length, 10 feet, 6 inches. 14. 10-inch cant, darn it, 10 and a half. 16 and a half inside the bark. It's got a pretty good taper on it. I do have this side jacked up about 3/4 of an inch. So we're gonna get 14 is, we can get 11-inch cant. So how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna get my 7-inch, take a 7-inch cant out of here. And then I'm gonna come 3/4 of an inch, step it in and get my boards this way and this way until I get to 7. I think that's the best way to do it. All these flitches will be cut after very end of this process. I have 6 more logs to go. Let me show you what these boards look like. They turned out very good. I am so pleased with the setworks and the consistency and how fast I can get on scale. I don't know how many we have now. We have 36 without weighting. There's a little weighting here, but he only needs 9 feet. So these are 10 feet 6 inches, so he can get his 9 foot. These 5 have a little bit of waning on them, so maybe they'll be where he has to rip a board around a door or something. These 3 are just a little thick because right now I have it only programmed to go down to the 1 inch, so we're going to take care of those. I have these 5 here that have waning on them, and at the end when that log's done and the other looks like 6 more logs are done, then we'll stand all the flitches on edge and cut them off. So my first impressions about the setworks is very robust. It appears like it's very well built, and I'm going to tell you guys, that is really going to change the way I do things. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I can change the different parameters, whether it comes up and over a cant, comes up over the last one, and you strip it off if you got a swamper, or you're taking a board off each time, or you have a board return that goes up a certain height. So all those are changeable. I've got a lot of learning to do on that thing. I still don't know what a couple of those buttons do. And you know, the sequencing, I forget the sequencing sometimes of some of the things I got to do. But I think when I get the hang of it, it's just going to be hit the button, boom, hit the feed and let it go. I'm very pleased with how fast this went and how accurate. That's it, guys, how accurate these are. Now, you can do a really good job on this scale. But if you recall, I used to sit back and I used to use the parallax of it because I'm on an angle and down. I'd set it the first time, sit down, see where it's at, and try to hit each one of them before. Or try to hit each one of those after that. Didn't always work out right, you know. And if you run the mill and you're running a scale, you know, sometimes you get a fat board or you just flat out miss it. You go to the wrong number. I do that. This makes it foolproof. So Micron SW350 Pro. I'll leave a link in the description, and Bigelow_Woodcraft for your 5% discount if it's something you want to do. Roman is very, very good at answering emails. Very easy to set up. Don't be intimidated by that. I can do it, and I'm not an electrician. I'm not an electrical engineer or anything like that. Just know the basics of electricity. So if you understand that, you won't have any problems hooking this up. So we are done today. I'm going to do probably 2 more logs tomorrow, and I have 9 total to do, and we did 2 today. So we have 7 more to go. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you at the mill next time with the Micron setworks running, maybe even better this time. I'm sure I'm going to get better as I go. Like, comment, subscribe if you like this content. See you next time.